What? It's Cris and John again from 2-Ton Gaming. This week we're bringing you another hookah review. As some of you know, I tweeted out a photo recently on the 1st of November that we got a new package in from HookahJohn. It took 2, maybe 3 days to get here. 3 days to get to California to Michigan. Pretty fucking stellar in my opinion. Watch that video to get the review on that though.
Yeah, and it is consistently 3 to
3
4 days.
Yeah. Anyway, and we said to HookahJohn in the special comments, if you send us anything, we'll review it. And as a free gift, he threw in, let's see if I can, Nakhla's Mix Brandy.
Mixed brandy. Oh, I thought you said mixed berry at first. Brandy. Mixed brandy.
Brandy.
Mix brandy.
Yes, so it's either it's a combination of a couple of different brandies or it's a swirled in a cup brandy, as in the literal mix. As always, we're gonna do something new ratings wise. We saw it online. We're gonna do smell, the powerfulness of the taste, if the taste is good or not, and then clouds. So we each can give it 40 points. Overall, 80 together, and then we'll tell you what all that is at the end. The smell, I'm not gonna lie, it's not good. It has a hint smell of maybe a brandy or a really bad scotch or whiskey maybe. It's not very good.
It's aged.
It's watered down.
Chris here texted me. He said, hey, they threw in a free flavor. I'm like, oh, cool. What is it? He's like, it's mixed brandy. It doesn't smell very good. And then I got home. I'm like, free stuff always tastes better. And I smelled it. And I'm like, oh, that's rotten fruit.
Go ahead. If I was going to give it out of a 10, I give it a 2.
For the smell?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to give it a 1 because I'm a Scotch guy myself. I don't mind drinking Scotch, and it's got a very booze-esque flavor to the smell, at least. It's not a good one, though.
Yeah, it does definitely smell like bad decisions from my past with alcohol. It tastes like something that I once threw up.
Take the wind cover off. Oh,
It does taste like some booze, though. I'd give it a 3.
3. So, there we go. As always, we're smoking a KM double pair. Water in the base, a Starbuzz Super Washable Hose. I guess this is actually called the Starbuzz Lightning. It's just misbranded on the website we got it on. 2 titanium coals on a funnel bowl and a crown that is currently going off so I can rotate the coals. Anyway, so 2 from me, 3 from John. Rotate. People are probably wondering, don't you guys usually smoke out of a Cloud Lotus and a Alien Mini Funnel Bowl? And yes, you would be correct in this. But we have another flavor lined up. We're going to do a review after this. We assumed this wasn't going to taste very good from the smell. We came prepared with another flavor to smoke after this. I don't care if it's a waste of coals. I'm not going to be smoking this for an hour. On to the powerfulness of the taste. Like, the one thing I can say about it is it's not a very powerful taste. It's I get virtually hardly anything on the inhale, taste-wise, at least for my palate. This is my personal take on it. And on the exhale, you get maybe like that little, like I maybe drank a brandy 3 hours ago. That's how hint this brandy taste is in my mouth. And another...
Or maybe if you cooked brandy into something.
And I can't even, maybe like an earth tone taste. I don't know. It's not... I'll take another rip for you, but I don't want to. It's just not... I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. Powerfulness for the taste, again, is a 2. And the only reason it's a 2 is because I get the ever so subtle hint of some sort of scotch or whiskey or brandy And I can honestly say I actually don't like brandy. I've had brandies in the past. It's not my cup of tea. I don't like bourbon either.
Yeah.
I
It's
do like the whiskey.
Definitely takes a few hits to really be like, what does that taste like again? Okay, I gotta take a second hit, third hit. Now I have to. Yeah, it is almost like. I honestly feel like the only flavor we're getting might be like a ghost from a past flavor we might have done. But you just
But I just washed out the thing, so it's definitely not it.
Well, that's how weak.
Yeah, it's real weak, so I give it a 2.
I'd give it a 2.
All right, so not doing very well. And the flavor, I guess, is what the new one, or I guess the powerfulness was the new one, and now onto normally what we do, which is the flavor. I don't need to hit it again to know it's a 2. And once again, I'm being slightly generous on this. John asked me before we start, should we pat it because it was a free flavor we asked to review. I think honesty is the best policy. We do super appreciate the free flavor. I'm not going to dog the 50 grain sampler that HookahJohn threw in. It was very nice of him. He didn't have to do it.
Right.
And as I said, I would review anything.
We did say.
Boom. Did it.
Here it is.
But
you? I mean, he can't really, he doesn't make the flavor.
Yeah, it's not his fault by any means.
Right. I'm sure there are some people who might
adore this flavor. For every flavor out there, I'm sure there are
fans.
There has to be, or they would stop making it.
Right.
And for me and apparently John, this isn't something I'm going to go out and buy 250 grams.
This isn't something we're even going to finish the bowl of.
Yeah, so I do plan on taking this off.
I would say it doesn't taste gross. It just doesn't taste like anything. So
yeah, it's one of those.
I can't give it a 1 or 2 because those numbers are saved for like gross flavors, like
so this is a nothing.
The bubble gum.
So it's a 0.
No, I'd give it like a 3.
A 3, okay. And then the clouds, mind you, I've only ever packed Nakhla Mix Mint, and I've never packed Nakhla before just by itself. I've smoked Nakhla before, but I've never had to pack it. So I looked it up earlier today. That video could have been BS, but and we only have 2 coals. Maybe it needs 3. I didn't know anything about it. I just kind of guessed. Wind cover on definitely helped. Here we go.
I think it's best if we're doing reviews if we try and stick with the same amount of coals and the same setups so that we can get an actual comparison to what each one is. But obviously some shishas are made to be able to withstand more heat, and some are better with more heat, less heat, blah, blah, blah. So
I don't know. Clouds are like a 6, maybe a 5. 5. I'll give it a 5.5. I'll just split the difference.
You can't give it a 5.5.
Give it a 5. If you're going to make me pick, it's a 5. I mean, like I said, though, we could add another coal on it. And you can see Prudence in the background.
Meow.
Prudence cat. Yeah, 5 for me. The clouds were a little bit better with the crown on. We haven't really been smoking all that long, so maybe it hasn't hit the bottom or the middle parts yet. Like, heated it up is what I'm trying to get at.
I give it a 6 on clouds.
So, there you go. I gave it a 2.225.
So an 11 out of 40.
And John gave it a, I don't even know what you gave it.
3.236.
6.
So 14 out of 40.
14 and 11 out of 40 to give us a total of 25 out of 80. So needless to say, this thing failed pretty hard for us. Like I said, I'm not going to pick it up again. I'm not going to smoke it again unless that's all someone has in their house.
Unless we're desperate for hookah.
It's not for me, John.
No.
Unfortunately, Nakhla, this one missed the mark for us.
But at least now you know.
Yeah. Thank you again.
We do give bad reviews if it is bad. None of our good reviews we've given thus far are padded in any shape or form.
Is
just not a
this
great
is
thing.
Not for us. There we go, 25 out of 80. God, that's terrible. Thank you again to HookahJohn for sending us the free flavor.
Yep.
We really appreciate it.
We'll put the link for his website down in the links below.
Yep.
Description below.
if you want to see the unboxing, unfortunately that comes out next week, so you have to wait till next week to see that. If you want to see last week's video where me and John did a podcast, it's a little bit longer than what we normally do. We try to keep our videos under 15 minutes. That's about an hour and 30 minutes.
Ooh.
So, but it is a podcast. People were asking for it. We did it. It's mostly about hookah, but at the end we talk a little bit about video games. And thanks once again for joining. I'm Chris.
I'm John.
We're Two Ton Gaming. We'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.